Now, unique competitive advantage basically is just what makes you special and different amongst all your other competitors, right? What makes you unstoppable in the marketplace and something that a customer can't get anywhere but from you. And that's really the question that you're trying to answer. Now, why is this so important? Well, it helps your customers really understand why they should buy from you versus why they should go to somebody else. And if they understand that and they really understand those core points, you are going to get customers all day long. The other thing that it does is it actually drives your strategy. It really is core to your overall business strategy. And when you get down your unique competitive advantage, it will drive your positioning strategy, your marketing, all of your sales activity. So you want to nail this one down because it's what your salespeople and your marketing materials will repeat over and over again. And then your investors. Your investors require it. They want to know what makes you different from everybody else. And they'll ask you this question when you're meeting with them. So make sure you have a really good answer for them. One of the new hot travel destinations out there is Iceland. And I've been there twice in the last 2 years and I absolutely love it. And what's interesting about it is it kind of brings in our example of a unique competitive advantage. So about 7 or 8 years ago, an airline started up by an entrepreneur, a wonderful entrepreneur, who said, I can do things differently and I can create a unique competitive advantage against the incumbent, which is Icelandair, which has been there for years. They're a very stoic airline and almost like a state-run airline as well. And he said, I can do things differently. And what he did differently was his unique competitive advantage. Icelandair had very few direct routes into the US. I think they had 3 or 4 cities when this guy started. And so it was very difficult. I know when I went to Iceland on Icelandic Air the first time, I had to go up to San Francisco to Seattle, Seattle to Reykjavik. And it took about 12 or 13 hours. And the second time I went on WOW Airline, and I went direct from San Francisco right up to Reykjavik in less than 8 hours. Pretty convenient for me, and that's his unique competitive advantage. He created different direct flight routes from the US into Reykjavik, and then from Reykjavik all throughout Europe. Pretty ingenious, actually. And so by doing this and creating this direct competitive or unique competitive advantage, he was able to get customers. So WOW Airline is credited for the incredible boom in tourism in Iceland. In fact, about 5 years ago, they had about 200,000 tourists, and today they have over 2 million tourists. And a lot of that is because WOW Airline created direct routes from the US right into Reykjavik. So he created a unique competitive advantage for his business and really began to take over the market. So much so that Icelandair was on the run. They had to actually catch up to him, and they've actually added more direct flights into the US, but they're still not caught up to him yet. Now, he also married his unique competitive advantage to one other important thing. He was a low price leader. Icelandair was very expensive. He actually came in and said, you know what, I'm going to give a bare bones market and I'm going to give direct flights. So here what I got. I got convenience, and I got cheap fares. And why wouldn't I fly WOW Airline? In addition, they had a couple other advantages where they used technology throughout their airline. Since they were only 7 or 8 years old, they could actually embed their entire business steeped in technology, where Icelandair was far behind them. So if you start looking and marrying some of these competitive advantages together, they really created something, a unique and different experience for the traveler. Their core unique competitive advantage really was the direct flights. That's what really established them as the leader in this marketplace. It was very compelling for customers to have that. They combined it with lower prices, they combined it with some other advantages, but really that was the core. And so I want you to take that example and I want you to apply it to your business. Think about what is really that core competitive advantage that you might have that you can bring out and dominate an industry, just like WOW Airline did against their really strong competitor, Icelandair. Now, in order to make a great, unique competitive advantage, I really want you to think of these 4 things, because these 4 tests will really help you understand whether or not you've got it or you need to do some work on it. First, is it differentiated? Meaning, is it unique enough amongst all the other competitors in the marketplace? Second is it sustainable? So does this actually sustain over time? Is it temporary and will fade out? And that's not so good. Is it defensible? And really what defensible means is how easy can it be copied, right? So can you defend it, right? And fourth is how relevant it is to your customer base. Because if you come up with a competitive advantage that really customers don't care about, then it's really not that important of a competitive advantage for you to go after. So now I want you to apply these 4 tests to your unique competitive advantage. Ask yourself those questions now and see how strong your unique competitive advantage is. I really hope you found this video valuable. Now, the best conversations start with you, so make sure that you leave a comment, a question, or maybe a takeaway that you got from watching this video. And you're not only going to help yourself, but other entrepreneurs as well. We're adding new videos all the time, so make sure you subscribe to our channel and get access to all this great content that will help you build your business. Oh yeah, make sure that you also share this video with a friend because they can benefit from it too. Be sure to visit entrepreneurnow.com to subscribe to our newsletter, Launch. Now, you'll get exclusive access to articles, free videos, interviews with world-class entrepreneurs, access to our live events, and insider tips that you can't get anywhere else. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time on Entrepreneur Now TV. If you want help with making your business a huge success, then go to entrepreneurnow.com and learn from successful entrepreneurs that will take you step by step through the process of creating and growing your business. Whether you need help with things like a business or financial plan, your overall business strategy, tactical marketing and sales execution, or obtaining financing, we will be right there every step of the way to help you. Every entrepreneur I know benefits from having someone right there as they launch and grow their business. So we provide one-on-one and group mentoring to all our members. In addition, our members get access to on-demand videos, all our live events, financial planning tools, and a library of worksheets and resources at their fingertips. And the best part of all is you're part of a community of entrepreneurs that learn and inspire each other. So now is the time for you to take action. Go to entrepreneurnow.com and join us today. You can tell that beautifully designed is so important to their target market. There's no GMO, there's no sugar, it's gluten-free, it's this free, that free, everything free. And we actually start to segment down from the industry until we actually get to our core market, which is really where our sweet spot is.